Western Spring Television. Ours it is.
Right? Everything too much. I'm alive. Yeah, I'm alive.
No.
I'm alive. I don't know whether you're alive.
Are you so?
I'm sure I'm
Very
alive.
sure.
I don't know whether you're alive.
Okay, no problem. I understand.
Guys, you have spoiled everywhere.
I don't actually. I don't know what you're talking about.
No. Look at yourselves, man. You know, you guys are complaining Nigeria is hard. Go to any bar, any day, every night. You see cars, you see guys, you see ladies.
Nigeria is taunting
them,
you. You also want to be taunting yourself.
And
you
that
have to
is
find a way
the spirit of
keep yourself
adaptation.
calm.
You guys adapt like all the time. Ladeji,
It is what
maybe
it
so.
is.
No, they adapt.
Good evening to you people at home.
I'm not greeting you yet. I'm not greeting you yet. I just dey talk about this way una dey kind of like way una dey live.
Now, the fact that you are saying una, it's sad that you also.
No, we need to reduce people's
maybe it's from Libya.
your purchasing power. You guys
One
are
of the people that
you are
detained us.
overflexing.
Well,
country.
it is a shame on you and your government that you are reducing the purchasing power of the people, but you are, adding more to yourself. You can buy Cadillac Escalade 2025 model. In 2024, you can buy a new presidential jet. You can buy a yacht for yourself. You can.
No, we are buying into the future. You don't understand.
Yacht.
You can spend 1.5 billion naira to buy cars for the office of your wife that is not known to the constitution. But people cannot feed and shamelessly.
We are representing the country, and you have to see us. When you see us, you have to see the glamour and everything, the prestige, the power.
Shamelessly, your supporters are on Twitter saying, we've removed our fake life. It's a shame on you and your people around you that people under your watch cannot feed this again.
Thank God I'm not the one you're talking to.
No, because you said we, you called it. So the moment you said, as a matter of fact, if not for the fact that we are on set.
The we that I'm talking about is that weed. That's all I say.
For every opportunity I see anybody an ally of this government, I would have loved for us to do it one-on-one, man-to-man. Let me vent my anger on you because I'm angry.
I'll call you someone.
Angry.
I'll bring someone.
I would even love to have one of them on set. Maybe possibly we'll not finish the show that day. It's possible 90% will not finish the show because I know we will not finish the show. It's not possible. It's not possible because you will not. People will not be out there. They cannot feed, and you come on set to defend nonsense. I will box you. It's a pleasure to be on the show tonight. I'm not a violent person.
It's not a pleasure. You are starting with Bahu, and then continue with the Bahu level.
If you wonder, I actually like that.
You like that?
I like that. It's mentally disturbing that people that ask you, and you have a Senate president that makes ridiculous statements. He talk as if he's a baby. I'm not sorry to say that.
Even baby is not even
in fact, and that's why you believe this.
Yeah, you want to turn the program to Frank Talk. Money Spring.
When people say you have some babies in adult body. They are example. They are good example of
so that will not join them.
But it's a sad situation. But I hope one day we just get out of this quagmire.
It is well.
It is not well. It is not. We should stop deceiving ourselves. It is not.
God no go.
It is not well.
It is not.
It is not well.
If people,
let's say it as it is,
Jahmichael,
bro.
if people cannot feed out there, if you as a person, before now, I know maybe your salary takes you to the 15th of the month. These days, maybe 2 days after your salary, you are done.
Yeah.
And you be like you are waiting for the next one.
Especially, except if he's a single person. But if you're a married person, I really doubt how you.
And you are telling me it is well. Nothing is well, except we want to keep this. The political class are getting richer. But there is no longer middle class.
I was just trying to sing that song.
It
is not.
That is well with my soul. I'm not saying that.
You said
your soul is angry. Even your soul is angry.
Are you in my soul? You might say
with your soul.
And the funniest thing, one ridiculous woman is asking Nigerians in diaspora to come back home. I told all my friends outside the country, I said, if I see you at MM2, I will come with everything in my power to send you back. What are you coming to do? What are you coming to do? Even people here are trying. If she will talk that in her children have another passport aside Nigerian's passport.
But anyway, someone said Nigeria is a country hard to live and hard to live.
Of course, yes.
How to live.
For a family of two now.
Maybe hard to live because of the financial part of it, but it's not hard to live Nigeria if you have money. Sincerely,
I am ready to live because of money and the expenses.
It's not hard for me to live.
Abi, what's your name?
The expenses.
Impute. Abi imprint.
God no go famous.
I tell you, the sad reality is that for you to even a family of 2 or 3, for you to live for Canada today, you need nothing less than maybe 30-40 million naira.
Of course.
Now, it is hard to live. Now, somebody will now tell you, okay, if you have 30-40 million naira, you can invest in Nigeria. I will tell them you are just a kidnapped victim away from being a poor person. Because at this rate now, where kidnappers are on TikTok sharing money. They will collect your 40 million naira and you broke. Or you are a sickness away from, whatever. To do a kidney transplant now, you need nothing less than 15 million naira. That's why I encourage people that drink all this rum. Please, be careful. Oh. Nigeria is against you. Nigeria is a weapon.
That's why we are taking wine.
Okay. But after the wine, after the show, just know what you take.
What are we taking?
It is what it is. I've talked too much on the show. Maybe we should end the show.
Now, soap I want to take. I mean,
water
why
is life. Water is life.
What I'm going to drink every time?
Sheba.
It's better.
Collect for God, leave it.
Yeah, you are the winner. Winner. All right, Team Bridge, you're welcome on the show tonight.
Thank you so much, Jahmichael. It's good to be back here again. Yes, I can say that this is almost the only thing that makes sense in a week in Nigeria. So far, so good.
Sadly, when we he trekked to the show today.
No, I even carry car come, but before I was able to buy for. I had to stay for like 2 weeks before I can buy for inside the car.
Because last week you didn't bring any.
Of course, normal. I had to trek. Last week was trek. I've trekked, then use bike to finish it so that I can meet my
man of timber and caliber. He's not a jobless person. He's working.
I won't buy car.
2-4.
Would you still advise you to?
You want to marry a second wife? That's the implication.
Okay, so I should
even second and third at the same time.
You want to marry because that's a wife that doesn't have a mouth but will keep taking your money. It's even better to have a side chick than own a car now. Of course, yes. There are some sensible side chick that will not bill you too much. Cars will bill you too much.
Wow.
They tell you carry your car to one mechanic that will tell you fuel pump is condemned, brake pad is condemned, your tire low. Jesus Christ.
That's
and all those things
that's
now.
double wala for the body and the owner of the body.
Man.
My God.
So
all right, Jack.
Go and have yourself a side chick.
All right.
That's an advice for
my
me.
wife.
For you to live.
Nine talks I get side chick. Yeah, now na them. All right, welcome on tonight's edition of the Assistant Waiting. Come on for a year. Welcome on tonight's edition of Men Uncut on Western Spring Television. This is where we talk about issues relating to the male folks. You will realize that, we started tonight and we started talking about the situation of the country. It's because we are men and we are in Nigeria. We have families to feed. We are taking care of things. Even now, we haven't seen people prostrating on social media, begging, please, government, please do this. People are already prostrating. So we'll join them.
I cannot.
We know the prostrate, but
it is even more ridiculous. I'm sorry because I'm hungry. It is more ridiculous that you are prostrating for a government. Yes, quote and unquote, many of them got there not by the will of the people.
Course, sure.
Do you get? But the fact that you are there, that you forced yourself into the office, do the needful for crying out loud. People don't need to beg you.
The question is the person that became the president or the people holding these positions. The question is, what was their agenda? What was their plan before getting there?
They had nothing. It is only in Nigeria that you see people calling the radio station. Please help us, Mr. Governor. Our road is. Are you people out of your mind?
Should we quickly turn this to the topic today?
No, these are people you should see.
Painful. Oh, it's really painful.
Guys,
really
guys,
no, it is ridiculous that you start. Nigerians are now begging on social media. You now call a radio station.
21 years, learning no last.
There are places in this state that they've not witnessed electricity, like they've not seen it. Maybe your own children still they shout up NEPA because light comes, sometimes they've not seen it. There are places in Abuja, your FCT, that students sit on bare floor, and this sadly I'm turning this to a political show, but these wicked people, they went to school for free. Many of them went to Awolowo school for free. They didn't pay. For them to drink garri, then they will use chicken to eat chicken. Now these same people took chicken away from her. People cannot even afford warasoya beske, and you are saying people should beg them. Don't let me tell you the solution.
They will scam you with.
It is
side of it. Too much.
There is nothing to have fun because this is just a fun for a few minutes. When you are done here, you go back to that depression. It is sad.
Just take it, just to calm down. Just calm your nerves.
People are now prostrating. Who are you begging? They are paying you from the taxes you take from me. Why should I beg them?
They are vexed.
No, they are wicked people. It's wickedness of the highest order. People cannot feed. Go to the street, Jahmichael. A lot of Nigerians cannot feed now. They cannot feed. Ordinary garri. When we were growing up, garri used to be we that were poor.
Garri is no more ordinary.
It's our staple food.
Thank you.
Now even the poor cannot feed on Gary.
Even beans, we know they buy beans before.
You know we buy beans now.
Sadly, if you open their head, the only thing there is erosion. They bring out rice. There is this. They bring out. Even their children do their birthday. They bring out rice. If they open your head, it's the only rice that you have there. And the wife also was planting one nonsense vegetable.
It's okay. That is okay. All right, we go on the short break. When we come back, we talk about the topic for tonight. That is just the vex. Well, but please, go calm down. Let's go. Go calm down. Come back, and the program is still Men Uncut on Western Spring Television. And right tonight, let's move straight to the topic for tonight. And the topic is, why do men switch up on their wives or girlfriends a few months after marriage or relationship? You know, when you're getting married, you know, the enthusiasm is there. Like, you know, I'm starting a new life. I'm gonna be a man. I'm gonna be married. I will have a woman with me, and you know, the excitement is there. But suddenly, it seems it just fades away. Ladeji, does the reality of commitment trigger fear of anxiety in men, or something like that?
You know what? I will link that to someone who really doesn't know what he wants in a relationship. Now let me go back into politics. It is just it is just like an average Nigerian politician.
Okay.
During campaign, they tour the state. They go here, and even though they say nonsense on the podium, they don't have anything to say.
They sing.
Some of them will sing, trash, and you dance to it, and
they leave.
Now, during campaign to toast a babe, you show, as a matter of fact, you want to show her, oh, I'm capable, I'm a man of timber and caliber. You take her to the best, you buy her the best of things. But most of the time, if your intention about the relationship is not clear enough, a few months into it, you are done. Most especially if your goal is just to shift her pants and, you know, let's go. The moment it happens once, you are done.
Goodbye.
You know, attitude change, you begin to, you know, and most especially if you are going into the relationship because I just want chop her, or because she gets shape, and so the moment, and you know, most of the time, you know, they will tell you clothes, they cover many things. I saw a video recently of a babe that was, you know, all this nonsense they do now, get ready with me. She wanted to go and meet her boyfriend, and she could even post it on social media. She wore like about 3 bonbon pads.
I think I saw that video. Like 3, she was just.
Now, so tell me, for such a lady, maybe I'm the type that say, okay, I won't touch you till we get married. And on the night of our wedding, you can't say, okay, on it.
Actually, I had one experience like when I was in school.
I know you have experience. You know, in this area,
there was a lady like that, you know,
you know, when I see you, Jahmichael, when I see you,
just leave that
and
one.
I see
don't be like Kibli Oyole. Don't be like Kibli Oyole.
No.
That was what she said.
You know, she's my friend apparently, so we have a couple of things in common. You know, when I see your head and I see the spherical shape in between, I know you are a man of. You are well experienced. You know,
you have to know.
Man born shortly after Nigeria's independence. I think the oldest person in this office after the CEO and Baba Oloye would be TD and you. You know,
wonderful.
So you are well experienced, well grounded.
OG Agba.
So in that, maybe that can help you or this thing. I used to see this big frontage and all those Manchester. I thought it was. And
you now became a mid-table team.
When it was time to do, you know, when you just put on we nothing. You reduce the shape, nothing. You go nothing. You now discover. Later you come like say,
oh Lord.
What is
now?
I used to see.
So, a lot of things can actually come up.
So what you.
It can be either from the man
or the woman.
From the babe. If the intention of the man is not, if the intentions of the man are not well, you know, positioned, you just want to come and chop, or you married for the shape,
beauty shape,
and now you get inside, you now met another deceiver who manufactured shape for
Eh,
you.
wele.
Tó pọ́n irọ́ ní ó pọ́n jẹ̀bẹ̀ lákìsà fún ẹ.
Kokoroko.
Ó wá fẹ́ túṣu désàlẹ̀ kòkò. You now discover that iṣu ti jóná lábẹ́.
You can't discover that flat plate gan ló wà lórí pot,
Sure you
not
get.
even cocoa.
So for me,
Yeah.
I think these are some of the. That's why I liken it to, you know, it's just a typical Nigerian politician likeness for you. You imagine rural places, election materials get there, even though late at times, but development don't get there. Wisdom. Now, so it is what it is. Before you get married to her, before she got into the relationship with you, everything she needs you provide. But because your intentions are not clear, the moment you get married to her, about the daily means attitude change. But if your intentions are pure, if your whatever are pure, you know that even come what may, because by virtue of a lot of things get to, you know, even the Bobby we stand today, go still drop one day now. Yes, of course.
Olympus must fall.
Olympus will fall. It will definitely come down. If you know they come down, where our mamas them, you know, at the stage of them, mama know they stand again. We just leave every night. That's in their grandchildren, they take play now. No, but when the things still they firm, then say they cover them. Do you get? So let me just pause
that is,
with these few points of mine, I'll be able to confuse you.
Confuse me. You've yes.
Yes.
All right, imprint. Looking at.
Please, I want to ask him. What's the rationale behind that? Imprint, as in.
Why you
imprint?
I'm a shoemaker, and I believe that we must always make impression in the sand of time.
Okay. Maybe Lord bless my mind, because imprint, you know, I don't know, and you have a Rairi wisdom. Let's go.
Oh God,
Oh my
Jesus.
God.
Oh God.
Jesus God.
God no go shame us.
Imprint.
Yeah,
Let's
continue.
leave him.
No problem.
He was talking about intention. If your intention is right, whether it is
Yeah.
right or wrong, what are the proper intentions you feel a man should go into a relationship with, so that he won't have this kind of problem of what I ordered versus what I got?
In the first instance, we should know that there is no manual to this thing. An individual that is planning to be in a relationship that will, at the end of the day, lead to marriage, definitely has different things that they have in mind. I, for one, I want a person that will be smart, right?
Smart
a person so that there is a belief that your wife will be the one to spend most time with your children. So if you are married to a person that is less smart, definitely you will most likely get something of that nature from your children eventually. And me as an individual, I believe in this thing called brain. If you don't have brain, we cannot deal. So I would personally want a person that is smart. A lot of guys would want women that they can easily control. Sit down there, they are there. Majority of men will want that.
Open leg, they are open.
They are, exactly. So when it comes to what you are looking out for in a woman or in a man before getting married, I believe that is tailored to every individual, what you want. So there is no manual to it. There is no guideline to it. But the most important part is this. You as an individual, where are you standing? Do you have the right standing or the wrong one as an individual? A lot of people realize what they need too late. What do I mean by that? A person that is saying that, yes, I want a lady that is chubby, a lady that is this, a lady that is that, at the end of the day, probably 5-6 years down the line, you realize that you don't even want much of these physical things. The woman you eventually got married to before that 6 years is having everything you believe you're looking for. She's curvy. She has everything, every curve at the right angles. Yeah, that kind of person. But deep down the line, you realize that you want more than this. Before you know it, there is definitely going to be issues in that relationship or marriage. Definitely, because what you want, your ideology have shifted. That's the major reason why I said your standing matters. If you find yourself to be a person that, if breeze blow you this way today, you will go there. If it blows you that way tomorrow, you will go there. I will advise you not to think of settling down with anybody yet. Because at the end of the line, where are you going to be standing? I want a lady that is slim, because I have ideology of watching movies of slim ladies out there and do men. Eventually, I realized that this doesn't have much value to me. I want more than this. That is when the question of, okay, probably I started having extramarital affairs coming. And the funny thing is this, a lot of guys don't even have extramarital affairs because of the beauty or the appearances. but because of what they are unable to get in their wives and things they
Does that
believe they
define why
cannot
they
get.
say that I cannot be eating amala all the time? I want to.
Your
be
standing has always been wrong.
Ojukokoro
That
nìyẹn.
is what we beg that definition. That is what we beg that ideology.
Mm.
Your standing has always been wrong. You have always been a kind of person that, even though you believe, yes, I am loyal to this person, your eyes is still outside.
Even
always.
Beyond that, maybe you are just a person that sees the only thing you see or the only thing that comes to your brain when you say woman is sex.
It's sex. Thank you.
If you're, I do tell people, I have a couple of female friends that we are a bit close. I do tell people that it is not all relationship that must end in bed.
In the bedroom, definitely.
There are some women that you meet, you talk to, you see that, okay, so we can do business together, you can have things to do. But if everything that comes to your mind about a woman is sex, I do say this, irrespective of who you marry. You always see someone more beautiful than her.
Definitely.
Irrespective of who you marry, you always see an handsome guy that is more handsome than him.
And even richer.
See more coffee ladies. They are everywhere. Go South Africa, go Arab world, go to Ghana. My Rwandan ladies, you see
Your
them.
Rwandan ladies?
Of course, yes, they are. We are.
You have them?
All Africans.
You have them in different.
I'm saying, as in my sisters from Rwanda.
Okay, when you say you are my Rwandan
even
ladies.
go to the north, go and see.
Easy, I will chop live.
No. See our Fulani people. So the reality is, if I don't believe in, I cannot be eaten. It's not food. It's not food. So if your mindset is that for every woman you see, you must get down with her. Well, just like the right on, for you people that smoke, they say smokers are. Oh, sorry, beg your pardon. For people that smoke, they say smokers are liable to die young. Well, if you have multiple sexual partners, you're also liable to die young because you want to impress. At a time in life, the energies are no longer there.
Give it to me.
All this other, you get to a stage in life. In fact, you see it.
Like somebody posted about his dead friend who went to an hotel and
I saw no. Even your guy, this guy that want to forcefully become, I don't want to mention his name. No, your brother from Ife, FFK. I saw he posted somebody that from church to an hotel room with somebody. And people were asking him, who is this somebody? He's a married man and he was in an hotel with somebody, and maybe. And there is also a research that says, in the world, every day or whatever, at least a man or two men die of cardiac arrest, from sex. Because many men, I'm ill and natty, you've not checked your BP in the last 6 months.
I saw someone doing, is it twosome or what they call it, threesome or something? And it was doing, they were jacking him back. I suddenly just
you want to show,
and it just died there.
You want to show that you are the man. I want this babe to know that I will show her. And eventually,
now you go.
You are coming, but you are going.
Hey,
you want to come, then you are moving to the other side. And like I do say that there are no, we don't have special songs for men. The most peculiar one is Atigbe Baba Rele. It's very simple. Even if they turn that's even if you wait till the stage they will just throw you inside the whatever, you are gone.
And come back 10 years later to come and do remembrance.
That's even if they remember to remember you. That's the sad reality.
If they never dig the place.
So if you did not leave any imprint before you left,
stop it.
So for me as a man, just be careful. You cannot this thing. You get to a stage. Even the Gorimapa Chris Brown will not be able to stand again. Because they look like this.
But to be candid, romance, sex is a great determinant. For example, before getting married, you are moving with a particular lady, and during that time she used to give it to you back to back. She was giving it to you.
Jahmichael.
She was giving it to you back to back. And immediately after marriage,
we just die young.
After you married, she just switched, and she stopped giving you.
She became a Christian.
Can that actually affect a man's mentality like, what's happening here? Can't
You
that
know how
make a
many
man
days it
switch?
takes you to recover from the one come you had.
See,
She's not giving you back to
now you
back.
know if you ask a doctor will tell you that do this thing
How
as
many times?
long as your
How many times have you
energy can
visited a
carry
doctor?
you.
You go.
It's none of a business.
You.
You know what
I know you did not.
How
Did
you know?
Jahmichael, I
leave
know
my
you
house?
now.
You leave
You
my
wear
house?
the form say you get energy. Even though you say you marry, we know you
Do you
now.
leave my house?
Shema
Shall I get
open
energy
your.
ni?
Shema call Evelyn make she join us for
Wait
this
till I
show.
do.
Eh?
Wait till I do.
Shema call Evelyn make she
Wait
join
till
us
I
for
do.
I'm
this
Wait till
show.
interested
I
in
do.
this film.
May we go
Wait
on.
till I do.
Jahmichael.
I've
only
always been a
saying,
good guy.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Angel Gabriel, can
Very
you blow
nice guy.
trumpet now?
Zuzu,
If
please
you blow,
don't
I'm
let him
going to
blow
heaven.
it.
We know how many
Don't
of us
let
when they
him
go
blow it.
heaven.
I have some appointment for later today. Don't let him blow yet. I beg.
Because Jahmichael, this thing where you dey talk to, eh?
I've been a
If
very
Jesus
nice
chooses
guy.
to come
Everybody
now-
knows that. Yeah, ask anybody here. Baba knows. Everybody knows.
Which Baba?
Everybody here knows. I've
Now
been
your news cast and say that they hear ta for your room that year.
no matter if I hear tata, maybe they play music. Ta 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 ta. Oh, yeah, papa, eh. They said that in tata in that song. Maybe that's what they're hearing. It's a kind of music.
There's
So
no
your
way-
room has turned to room 304.
We
I don't know
will,
what you're
we will
talking
settle this after the show.
Okay.
I have two people that will call us. In the fact, three.
Witness.
Are
Wonderful.
we going to the
Femi
court of law?
Ajiboye, Evelyn Oyole, and Yajo.
Baro,
The three
Baro.
of them, whatever they say about you,
Ah,
I take it.
Jahmichael,
Oakland and
actually-
Caesar.
I know they
True.
won't say anything bad about me.
Hmm.
And if they want to say anything, Igbara Lambura.
Have they never knocked your door not to kill somebody inside there?
They've never knocked my door. Who is killing? Are we fighting?
Jahmichael, I beg, don't let's make this thing pass.
Oh God, which kind of like this?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So talk about romance. When you were on the way,
Okay.
she was giving it to you back to back, back to back. And you felt like, wow, I love this. This is what I want. And suddenly after my wham, she just stopped giving you. She will start citing one. I'm tired. Can that make a man switch?
Now, I will go back to what I told you earlier.
All right, I want to hear
Where are you standing as an individual?
on the rock.
What?
On
what
the promise
is-
of God.
What is your definition? What do you even want in life?
Hmm.
What exactly do you really want?
Yeah, but
in
sex
life?
is very important.
Sex is very important.
But it's
yes.
not life
How-
is not all about sex
No,
alone.
that nobody's saying, so, but it's important. Somebody has been giving you. It's just like what you
Kofeko
ordered
Okete
versus.
Kuni, my brother.
Jahmichael.
I'm not talking about myself.
Even Ladeji, it is not even about Kofeko Teteku or Kofeko Teteku. Why don't you try as much as possible to have a conversation with this your wife and actually understand things? There are a lot of things that happens in your household that your wife will probably decide to hold back and not say it out because, one, I don't want you to feel bad. No matter the situation, they feel that way. Look at me, for example. Let me set an example to you.
From experience.
It's not even the kind of experience you're looking for.
Okay.
Before, I'm a kind of person
I
that
drink on your case.
I do have a kind of reaction in my nose
Hmm.
that unnecessarily I will have itches around the nose. So I will definitely wipe it. Now,
I can lose.
the funny part of it is that probably my wife did not notice before we got married that I do have that. Probably, I wouldn't know. But immediately after we got married, I remembered one of our first few outings after marriage, we had an issue on that particular day. What was the issue? My wife was not talking to me. She was really angry at me. I started checking myself. Wait, what did I do? Where did I go wrong? What exactly happened today? I was unable to place it. So eventually, later that day, I had to challenge her that, babe, calm down. What was wrong? What did I do wrong? Then she told me that even if my mouth is smelling, you should find a way to tell me, not to cover your nose. I mean, I was shocked that was the way she interpreted what was happening to me, of which I'm a kind of person that will never do that to anybody. Even if your mouth is smelling, I will not cover my nose for you. It's not possible. So I have to explain to her.
Will you cover your nose?
Body odor. I really will not let another person feel bad about how they are.
No, of course, yes. No,
I really won't.
now I'm only saying, will you move away? Because if he choke you now.
So eventually, after explaining to her, it took her some time to readjust herself.
Yeah.
Now she sees it as a normal thing when it happens to me. But assuming I did not have that conversation with her,
You've left a.
So we now
space.
do like
You
how
fill
do
in
you
the gap.
usually
before you know it, it is a gradual process.
Yes,
She
and
will start
if you are not bold
moving
enough
away.
to even challenge her,
Mhm.
it wouldn't be settled. And you
Definitely.
assume, if you are a man that assumes, say, now you know, there are some things
Bobi
in
Oyeseman
Yoruba
should
settings they will tell
just
you,
move.
you know, now every of our what's the Oyinbo of Owe now? is it
Adage.
Proverbs now. They will tell you, aye John, once again, anybody would you if you are a serious man, why would you
No man.
if he did not would you that thing can, because
It will
she will feel like so what's the meaning of this nonsense
Yes.
this man is doing?
So
And she doesn't know that it's even you that you are faulty. I'm sorry, you have an issue that.
So, for in every situation, once you notice a kind of change, number one, this is a woman you plan to spend the rest of your life with.
Open up.
You cannot avoid these issues. So it's better you trash it out before it gets matured. Matured in the sense that before you know it, it will transform from just sex to something else, to something else. Before you know it, you are both seeking divorce at the end of the day. And at that point, when the old footstep is going to be traced, you realize that along the line, okay, I've been totally wrong in a lot of ways.
All right, before going to the how economy can actually contribute to this particular thing we're talking about today, when I come back from the break, I will ask about. I want to talk about the singles, because I've been speaking on the married all the time. So I'll take it down to the singles, and of course, I will try to I want to know how the economy can actually contribute to this. We go on a short break. When we return, Men Uncut continues.
Inohiole, King Eve. How are you today?
I'm good, I'm fine, I'm alive.
I really feel like she's not giving the right answer to the question. When one asks you, how are you? And you said, you're saying, I'm alive. It's very annoying, seriously. How are you? I'm fine. I feel I'm fine will be the right answer instead of I'm alive. Not that I asked you if you're dead before.
Go and check all these 14-year-old, 15-year-old, 16-year-old, everybody, they are extraordinarily sexually active.
Jahmichael, I feel is being unnecessarily hyper when it comes to the issue of sex, because we talk about other topics and he feels so reserved. He really doesn't have anything much to say when it comes to other stuff. But when it's the issue of sex, I believe he's being unnecessarily hyper. That's when I have to pick an issue with him. I mean, it's just been unnecessarily there when we're talking about sex. Just like a child, his mom just got him his favorite chocolate or ice cream, very happy, doing as though he doesn't have sex for a day, he's going to die.
When it comes to finance, women also support their husbands financially. You need me emotionally. You need me spiritually.
Cassie is an amazing person, but I hate the too much attachment to that gender. I need you spiritually, I need you mentally. I can get these things anywhere with money. If you go by the topic was, who does marriage favors the most? I mean, you know how many jobless women they marry every Saturday? They are saying it favors you, favor. Are they vex so?
Growing up, when I was in the world, we've heard of
Why, you know?
Well, MC Too Much said, he likes saying when I was in the world. And the last time I checked, well, it looks a bit innocent, facially, but deep down, is actually out of this world. We're all in the world now. As long as you're alive, you're in the world. So, MC Too Much, I beg you to talk about that. I don't want to hear that. Next time you talk about that case on us.
I think they have a problem with you saying ladies are champion, and that's the problem. Always trying to attach too much importance to that gender.
It's giving insecurity, it's giving low self-esteem, it's giving a blatant display of egoism. Because at the end of the day, a man who is secure in his word, a man who is confident of who he is, will not really be disturbed as to whether women are being referred to as champions or not. I mean, at the end of the day, Joseph's a really great guy, but whether he likes it or not.
You're welcome back, and the program is still Men Uncut on Western Spring Television, channel 190 DTT Star Times. All right, you can get previous episodes of this particular program on our social media platforms on YouTube at Western Spring Television. And we've been talking about a topic, why do men switch up on their wives or girlfriends a few months after marriage or relationship? All right, let's take it now to the issue of boyfriend, girlfriend. Ladiji, just like you talked about campaign the other time, and after the campaign, when you get into the situation, it happens a lot that, even these days, it is rampant. A lady posted something on status yesterday. She said, oh, we are talking today. I know it's gonna take just a little while before we stop talking, so I don't save people's number on my contact again. That means she doesn't save a guy's number, the contact, the name. She just have the number. When the number calls, okay, is the one calling. What do you think may be the situation? The reason for that, talking about married people, you may talk about the pressure, all these things we've talked about things. But for people who are still single, what may be the situation why a guy will see a lady today and after like a week, 2 weeks, sometimes 1 month?
Well, Jahmichael, a lot has changed in the way people see relationship these days. Gone are the days where Imprint mentioned something the other time. You are going into a relationship, you know your intentions, you know what you want to achieve with this relationship. You want, okay, I want to marry this lady. I know what I'm expecting. I know what I'm bringing to the table. But these days, from both the guy and the babe, they find person will go buy an iPhone 16. The guy, they find person will go shift a pant.
Conflict of interest.
So everybody is now everybody is now playing themselves Russia, America diplomatic war. You do everything just to chop his money, and at every opportunity he sees also. And when he doesn't get what he's looking for, attitude begins to come in. So things have changed drastically, and that's why, for me, I don't believe in. Yes, it is possible you see someone one day, and at least it is a day that you will see someone.
Definitely.
But at least you allow things to grow. You allow things. It's not like you just see someone today and be like, okay. Give yourself time. Study each other. See, there is more to the way we all look. There is more to all this student way we talk. Now, when you live with person, you've gone out one or twice with like what it mentioned. Do you know that some people, ordinary the way you press the toothpaste gives them issues.
You are breaking the neck of the toothpaste like this now. You press them under, you are breaking the neck.
You don't rinse up.
I wasn't.
You don't flush very well.
I wasn't. Nami, the follow talk with that. I've answered queries time without number. That's God. This is not the way to flush. When you flush. Everything must be white. Okay, my lord. I was in Lagos over the weekend, and one of our friends was saying, he said that his wife doesn't like to put on the fan when she's sleeping. And because of his own body system, he sweats a lot. He needs fan every now and then. So how do you now shift the ground? He said you need to, they need to augment things. Possibly, maybe if you are putting on the fan, it will not be too high so that your wife will not get too cold. Then also, maybe you get a very strong duvet. Naturally you can't use duvet or something. You have to learn to augmenting. But if you are going, okay, I want to befriend this lady and I don't have any serious thing I have in mind for her. All I just want to see is, let's just go. Let them see me with one girl. And it's sad that these days, many get careless. They will even tell you, even if he's going to beat me, let me just sit in front of his
I want to make it personal now. Let's take it personal. Have you ever been in a relationship and suddenly you switched? What was the cause and how did you handle it?
In a relationship? Well, I know to womanize before I got married.
No, it's not about womanizing.
I had only one girlfriend before I got married.
And she's your wife, right?
No. As in before my wife.
So what happened? Why did you switch?
Well, it was she's this quote and unquote. Everybody is jealous. We have this bit of jealousy in us, apparently. And even when you see something that belongs to you, you want to, but when you take your jealousy overboard, it will be difficult. So I had to just say, Abba.
Before you break somebody's head one day.
It's bad that I have a cousin that comes to our house in Oshobo then. So, and the way me and my cousin relate, you even think, say, my girlfriend. So the day this babe came, I had to go and introduce her. See, miss my cousin, because that one a yellow papa. May no go for her. Hot water. Do you get? So I couldn't deal with the level of jealousy. No, all of us, including myself, we are jealous of what belongs to us. But when you take it overboard, that you can do anything. And it is not possible. You won't ask me to be dealing with guys alone. Now in
brotherhood.
In the office, I have both male and female friends.
Sure.
So you now see me with a female friend as my wife. Now immediately I answer query every day. Who
was that girl?
Who
Who was that girl that
Why
celebrated
is
birthday?
she smiling
You posted
why is
a
she
lady on
smiling
your
with you
status
like that?
celebrating birthday in your office.
Why was she looking at you? And you know me for my office. Now I know. Okay, I get one guy. Every other person a babe.
And you like to hug ladies. Come on, give daddy a hug.
Of course, I'm a father figure.
Hug.
I'm a father figure. Now, for example, yesterday, 2 of them were inside my car.
Hey! They are going for 3 songs.
Now, we're going out for marketing as usual. And let's just imagine that I married someone that is, and I get home in the evening. I saw 2 ladies. So that was why I just had to.
When she want to kiss, she won't call you your nickname again. She say, Ladeji Alabi.
No. She call your full government name.
Yes.
Your first, middle, and your last name. So I just had to let go, even though she took it too personal for more than. And I told her, say we know.
Marry,
no me say you be my enemy. Me I go still, if I see you, except you no one answer me. Me I go still greet. After a year or thereabout, she began to talk to me again. But this thing you did to me was not acceptable. It is better we remain as friends than you and I come day house, you break. And she's well carried that time. Very carried, very,
voluminous and
very, very
SK,
it is what it is. But we bless the Lord.
No be sound like woman like that. You think
the Lord has been helping.
Hallelujah, somebody.
So, hallelujah.
You share your own personal experience. Have you ever been in a relationship with someone and you just saw something and you?
Yes.
I know say you don't date many relationships, but just tell us.
No, you know too plenty.
Who tell you? Are you in?
He's a very gentle.
Are you in his mind?
He used to be a very.
He's my friend.
Coming back.
Come.
I've been in a situation like that. Funny enough, of course, a couple of times, but the most, the one I would
couple of times.
The one time I would say it was with this particular lady.
So I cannot even be your advocate.
No. Couple of time.
Even the hand you are doing, that means like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, couple of
God
times.
So now 4 couple. That's 8.
Couple of times.
So if you have done 8, Jahmichael will have done 86.
No, he has lost count.
What's your body
I know
count?
King Solomon.
You.
Jahmichael, don't lose count.
I don't know.
What you have done in this world, I will be praying to defend.
This lady, I'm a graduate of Lautech, so this lady graduated.
Why do you have to mention your school?
I want to paint the picture clearly.
Which manifesto?
The lady was a graduate of the Polytechnic Ibadan. So when I was in
you?
No. In
my person.
Okay, no wala. Maybe you have the same.
So you dey go Ogbomoso Ibadan road.
Let's thank God for life.
Our parents on our prayer they answer. Imagine this one go say in day under G.
Normally now. Normal. It's one of those things. So there was this particular time. Apparently, she was dating somebody else that was in Abeokuta while she was with me.
But she like long distance relationship.
She like.
She dey Ibadan, Abeokuta, Ogbomoso.
No, they will not know.
Now the highlight was our mom knows me very well. I do visit them at home.
So you don't do son-in-law.
I be now like I'm a responsible boy right from time.
I remember one of our guys we carry Indomie, we carry noodles go meet.
Now so Mama tell
now I will mention your name, my friend.
The other guy, they don't know him, except for our elder sister that knows the guy. Normally you have somebody that knows. So she told her mom that she wanted to visit me in Ogbomoso, and the mother allowed it. Apparently, she went to Abeokuta.
Wow.
Now, this is a person that
she used one stone to kill 2 birds.
What they call it when you are carrying fuel to one place? You not divert fuel.
Imagine. So when she got to Abeokuta, we had the conversation at a point. She told me that she wanted to end that relationship. That the relationship has been left hanging for too long, and she would want to end it. It sounded like it makes sense. Okay, you can easily end that kind of relationship over the phone. She said, no, I want to do it face to face.
Yes.
It's your business. So I didn't know she was going to travel that weekend to either Ogbomoso or Abeokuta. So she went to Abeokuta. So that was on Friday. So on Sunday, I saw her mom's call on my phone.
Wow.
Why will this woman be calling me this afternoon? I picked the call. Mommy, good afternoon, ma. Now,
You
so
even
Mama
frustrated
talk
on
say,
phone.
Tayo, what about this girl? She mentioned her name. At that point, I didn't really know what happened, but I was stupid that year. I said, Mommy, no, she's fine. Her phone is dead. Where is she currently? She's in the bedroom getting ready to come back to Ibadan. My roommate was there. So when I ended the call, my roommate said, what if this girl is dead?
Abi, and
you've confirmed to her mom
you will
that
just
she's
know
with
2
you.
portion of
Hey!
rice. You better.
I mean,
One
at
go
that point,
No,
I
just 2
was
portion of
done.
rice. It's not being.
At that point, I
at
was
that time,
really
he doesn't
done.
have money to even stay in
Nibo,
a
money
special
care.
place.
So eventually, when I was able to connect with the girl, she was like, my phone was dead, and Abeokuta situation, there is no electricity. Okay,
You see the
just take her to
alignment
your
in 2 of them. They know how to lie. He lied to the mother-in-law.
to
Sorry,
cover the girl.
supposed
So if they
mother-in-law.
marry self,
They
they're
go, they lie. Their pikin go be Irolabi.
So
Irolabi.
at that point, I was just like, no matter what I can be feeling for this person, I really cannot take it more than this point.
Yeah.
Because just like you said, well, I'm sorry to say, I think I know how to lie, even though I'm thanking God that God is doing his wonders in me. But to face reality, I can convince somebody on the alternative truth. I can easily do that. So if I marry a person that can lie to her mother's face about a location, and then what will happen in our household? So because of that, I chose not to proceed with any other thing.
Okay, your party short. They only tell me say where they go. They say where they go. And I still want to ask about the economic factor, the pressure. But because we just have to run.
Well, a lot of things change people. That's just the reality. A lot of things. Yes, economic factor. Someone that used to have a job lost his job, and the wife at home is not helping the matters. Something as little as even sex, denying the man sex, can make him switch. Because also he knows, okay, so when he was not married, maybe he's a man that has kept himself. He's married now. He sees you when you dress up every day, sees the shape. Now he wants to do. You tell him you have this fasting, you want to do this. Oh, my daddy Joe said I should not do this and that. And now they staff him. If he go office, he see one secretary will cook noodles, an egg and cucumber on it with some chilled zobo or whatever he go do. Like I said the last time I was on this show, that
something fishy is going
you
down.
guys are very, guys, men generally, we are weak. The little thing, I know men that
you know yourself.
Yes, it's only spag.
You guys are weak.
Properly made.
You know
spag.
If they want to
Spagoronia.
Wait.
We know.
Samson was not a powerful man. Go be on top cleavage, Baba weak.
Now party short, sharp, 30 seconds.
Not be person they lie on top, say she did bathroom. If I do J-Tam now,
my own party shot is going to be that. My party shot is going to be.
The name right. Just say you say Orlando.
I know can't get thick voice.
I'm Tayo Lalagbo.
So my parting shot is going to be a form of advice. No matter the relationship you want to keep, be it a friendly one, a friendship relationship, or even relationships that is going to lead to anything, always know what you want and always stand for what you believe in. It's very, very important, and it will carry you far.
All right, define it. Know what you want. That is the message for tonight, and that is where we'll be drawing a curtain on our broadcast of this particular program for tonight. And I want to believe you've had a wonderful time hanging out with us tonight on Men Uncut. And big shout out to the entire crew, the crew members here tonight. Sheyi, Baba, all of them. We just did and plenty. Dami, all of you guys. One love. And to my producer, Royce, and also to my executive producer, Dr. Femi Adefila himself, and MC too much. I mean, I greet they go. But like me, we don't come. I just greet people they go. Anyway, it's a wrap on the show. See you guys next week on another edition of the program. I still remain J to the A to the H, MIC, Jahmichael, your love doctor himself, Michael with the Suds, saying, have a lovely night rest. Bye-bye.